I just don't know if that's what you said.
Talk about doing double duty, man. Is that something that you'd look forward to and that you'd embrace that challenge?
Oh yeah, I think it'd be awesome. I did it back in high school, and you see a couple guys around the country doing it, and I love both punting and kicking, so I think it'd be awesome to do both.
Now, you didn't really plan to be the field goal kicker when you came here, did you?
No, not at all.
Yeah, talk about how that process kind of came to fruition.
Well, we got Blake last year, and he did a phenomenal job, and so there was really nothing for me to do as far as punting because it was all Australian style, rugby style. So I was maybe I'll just start kicking for fun, and by the time I knew it, I was the #1 kicker, and I was like, okay, I'll just run with this. And so I just started practicing a little more and then getting a little better, and then the season came around and I was kicking.
Now, I remember watching you at Coach Kornblue's camp when you were in high school, punt, but I don't remember seeing you kick. Did you kick field goals in high school
Yeah,
too?
I did. So I
Okay.
did both for my high school team, and I kind of got away from kicking field goals once I got here. So it had been a couple years, but it was a pretty easy transition.
At which are you most consistent? I mean,
Probably
obviously,
right-
yardage changes field goal, but in terms of the technique.
Technique, I'd say punting, but I haven't really done as much. Getting back into it, so. But I mean, I'd say I'm pretty even right now for both.
Did you pick up much from Blake last year?
On
mean,
us
obviously it's a
rugby
different
style,
style,
yeah,
yeah.
because he's been doing it, a certain way his whole life, and that way's pretty hard to adapt to. So, I kind of have my own way of doing it, but he did help me out with some stuff. So yeah, he did help out with a lot.
They're not asking you to roll out and do the Australian thing, right?
Not to
Not
my,
yet?
Not yet. We've been installing a lot of basic stuff, so just getting back into it. So we'll see what happens.
Some guys say going back and forth, it's kind of a challenge between the punting and the kicking. Have you found that to be the case?
No, not really. I mean, you see guys like Pat McAfee. He did it both in college, and I know a lot of people do it in high school. My brother did it. I just think it's fun. I think it's fun doing both, and I don't really see too much of I don't see too many issues switching between it. So hopefully I don't run into any issues.
No disrespect intended, but I think you surprised a lot of people with how consistent you were with field goals
I
last
think
year.
I surprised myself.
I was
a
going to
little
ask you
bit.
that. Yeah. Talk about that a little bit and the pressure. I mean, obviously every kick is big, and to have that on your shoulders.
Yeah, it was really fun, being out there scoring points and stuff. But, it was nice to, work hard for something and, see my goals coming true, and being out there and just helping the team out. And, there were some kicks where, a little more was on the line. But, we just went out there as a team and did our job. We have great long snappers, Holder, everyone blocked well. So they made my job a lot easier.
What's it going to be like once Quinn's around?
I mean, good competition. We still got some guys on the team right now that provide great competition. So we're always pushing each other to get better. And, just another person that can, learn the ropes and come in and, see what they got.
Have you talked with him at all?
Not really, no.
Okay. Talk a little bit about when it kind of clicked for you, and when field goals you were kicking, and when it became consistent and you thought, hey, I can really do this.
As far as like back in high school?
Yeah.
Or,
No, this year.
Oh, this year?
Or
I'd
last
say,
year, rather.
Probably I started doing it. I started kicking again in camp, like the first or second day of camp, and the first couple days was not pretty. But then after I kind of got some of the rust off, then about after week 1, then I was like, all right, I'm getting back into it. So that's when I kind of realized that I'd have a shot.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.